fling. 100 round drummers gon' sing. Nigga wanna be like me, yeah. Kids all like Bruce Lee. Christian Dior, knock, got keys at the door. 30 point gon' score. Woman hammer like Thor. Sippin' some oil. Yeah, water gon' boil. Big coupe Megazord. Plain paddock is aluminum foil. Yeah.
Welcome back to We're at Dave's podcast. I'm your host. I'm David, and as usual, this is Omar and this is Harrison.
What's up?
That's a good guy. He's a mustache more over here. Hashtag mustache more.
Yo, I've never seen you with a mustache, man.
Bro. The only time you'll see me in a mustache.
Yeah, you look like a cop.
Yeah. Dude, so the last couple episodes, we were just talking about the juicy part, the orgasmic part, the exciting part, the fun part, the chill part. But I feel like none of us talk about the more vulnerable side, of things. Probably like how we overcome or how to overcome relationships or heartbreaks. All
right, let's talk about heartbreaks today. Then.
This is turning into a therapy session.
Therapy session, it is.
I mean, like,
therapy session at
we
David's.
can just give the audience what we really think about in terms of a guy's perspective, in terms of what we deal with in heartbreaks and like during heartbreaks, what the fuck we actually feel throughout that long journey of recovery. I feel like
it depends.
A girl's heartbreaking period of time and a guy's heartbreak period of time is a little different. I mean, really do.
To be honest, I feel like it depends on the person.
Yeah, it does.
I think and that also depends on, I guess, how long and what the relationship is like too. So. But
usually, if it's a heartbreak, it's in love. You're usually in love, so that's why there's a reason for the heartbreak. So let's usually talk about maybe let's see what Omar's heartbreaking is and I'll show you guys
how I define heartbreak.
What's your heartbreaking experience? So you can define what heartbreaking is.
For example, what happened in high school? I was a super fat kid, even so I'm not out of shape right now, but regardless, I was, how I was, back in high school and shit.
Yeah.
So there's this girl, I don't know if you guys remember, this girl I really like from another school.
I think we all know, but
we definitely all know.
Just for them, let me just explain the story.
Yeah.
So I like this girl from this other school, and then we know him because of JP. We know the squad because of JP, right?
Yeah,
because it was JP. Our bro JP. Yeah, his girlfriend. Yeah, JP's ex-girlfriend. So then, at that time, we were just friends. That was the first time I really talked to a girl, not kind of flirtatious, but somehow somehow I was trying to chase. I started to chase, or whatever the term is. I started to shoot my shot. I started to shoot my shot. So then. I think she always knew that I felt something for her, but then throughout the whole process, y'all know that all the exchanges through the Snapchat, it's kind of misleading, right?
I guess.
So she probably sent some text okay, there's the perfect example. I asked her to one of our homecomings that time.
It was prom, I think.
No, it was homecoming. At prom, but we weren't seniors, so it was homecoming.
We weren't seniors. We
were what? Sophomores. We were sophomores.
Yeah, our sophomore year.
Our sophomore. We were sophomores, and then I remember I invited her. I asked her if she was down to go to homecoming with us, and she said she had an physics or a chemistry final the next day.
Yeah,
but she said she's still down to go. Yeah. And I thought, wow, that meant something. That's my big move. I finna hit the guap, I finna get the guap, man.
Yeah.
So I was so excited, dappered down all that shit. I had JP to pick the tie for me.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I remember we were doing our hair the same salon.
Where to JoJo's? Where to Auntie JoJo's? Auntie JoJo's. Dappered down out here.
Yeah.
Looking swag. We went to a Mandarin. It was in Shingi, right? Went to Mandarin hotel for that.
Yeah.
And then she was dressed up in her dress. She was looking nice and all that shit. And I was excited, because I never had a date or something else a partner or whatever to an event, a female, So I was excited, So the prom went great. Y'all know what happened afterward. y'all know what happened. During prom.
Yeah.
Like it was just the thing. You drink, you have food, you dance, activities, all that stuff, right?
Yeah.
All that jibber jabber and all that stuff. Right after all that shit, I took her home. I sent her back home because she had the final next day, right? So I took her home, and right off the taxi, I told her, hey, hey, actually, I've been always always want to ask you out.
Yeah.
Because I've been having some I've been feeling some type of way with you, and I want you to go on a date with me, and I love your vibes and everything, all that blah blah blah,
So give your like love.
Basically, I'm just saying would you want to go on a date with me? I basically say that.
Yeah.
Right. I asked her if would you want to go on a date with me, and then she said yeah. She just hugged me. She kissed me on the cheek. She said, well, we'll talk later, and then and I'll text you tomorrow, because she said she was tired. She gotta go to sleep. So she basically just sweep it off on the floor, wipe the dirt off her shoulders, so and it's just bit.
So you knew at that point like she was kind of just not interested.
At that point, I knew. I was like, oh, that was like fuck up. At that point, I then thought like, ooh, it was a heartbreak moment. I thought like, damn, probably too soon, huh? Probably I still need to work my way up. Well, while I was on the taxi reflecting and all that shit, where I was calling you and JB and J.
Yeah.
I was on my way back, and she texted me. She said, "Hey Omar, actually, I just see us as friends throughout
the friend label
throughout the time we're being, but I really like you. You're a very nice guy." She pulled out you're a nice guy. She pulled out a nice ID card. You're very sweet. You're very lovely. Blah blah blah. Basically saying I'm just a fucking tool. You know what I'm saying? So I understood. Like Shorty was fucking with me, but I know how it get, so I ain't tripping. But
yeah, you were
at
tripping.
that point. And I wasn't tripping. No, I capped. Okay, I tripped the fuck out. That was the point that my heart was broke.
Yeah, because you came back to Xinyi to meet with us, and then bro, when we saw your face, I was oh shit, man. Yeah, I had a cigar with me. I was like, Omar, I'll give this cigar to you, man, because I feel like you needed it.
Yeah, it's like that. It's like in a video. You're in a video game, right? And you start from nothing. You never know like you would even fight the boss because you never even played a video game.
Yeah.
But then while getting better at the video game, just start playing it, getting to levels through this shit. Knowing the game, right? After knowing the game, you finally fought the boss. Having that fucking huge fucking katana to slay the fucking dragon.
Yeah.
But you have a fucking wooden sword. You couldn't slay the dragon. You got fucking eat by the fucking dragon. That's how I felt.
Damn.
Yes, sir.
Did you guys hang beforehand? Did you guys hang individually before the homecoming?
I think we did. Yeah, we did. I did a couple of double dates with JP.
Well, that's not individually. I'm saying like.
And then we hung out together
individually.
Like once or twice. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
So you guys actually hung out. So I felt like she kind of let you on. Like you guys kind of like go out individually as well. Like.
Guys, comment down below. What do you guys think? That's the thing. That's why everybody has their own opinion. What do you guys think? You guys might think it's misleading. Probably not. At that point of time, I thought it was misleading. But growing up, like grinding through all these years, you understand that she was probably young. She probably didn't know what to do. Because all of us, we're just teenagers, we do dumb shit.
I feel like it also depends on the content of the date. Because I feel like, you can hang out with an opposite sex, and as friends, you don't have, it doesn't have to go anywhere. But yeah, so maybe, because since you were probably in love, like every small thing that she did, you probably thought it's a hint for you. It's a
misleading signs. Yeah.
Yeah, you probably thought. She was leading you somewhere, but maybe she wasn't leading you on. It was just that.
It's a nice gesture.
It was just that you were probably
maybe
more
I'm
sensitive.
Maybe I'm just a gay best friend, you know? Yeah, maybe I'm just a gay best friend.
Yeah, maybe you were just like a little more like.
No, bro, she's just not down to fuck, bro. She's just like, yeah, this kid too fat, but he nice. You know, that's how I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna say a couple thank you, a kiss on the cheek, go to prom with them and chill. That's how she felt, bro. I'm not gonna cap that shit with the with the audience. Nah, that's definitely how she felt. But it's all good, you know. We all learned. It's not like she forced me. I did that because I wanted to, because I like her, you know.
But what's like that heartbreak felt like? What that heartbreak really felt?
It felt like you got.
The
It felt like you got
Dragon
pulled.
Slayer. The
Yeah,
video game,
it felt like you got played, you know.
How'd you deal with it then?
Yeah, like-
How'd you
Oh, in
Yeah,
high
how'd you
school,
deal
of
with
course,
it?
I cried like a bitch for sure.
Mm-hmm.
It was like the first like heartbreak, and then at that point, like, you know, me and JP really like JP gave me like a pep talk, a word of wisdom. Like, he kind of, I feel like at that point of time, I didn't have a sense of direction, you know, as like what I want for myself, you know, like, you guys love basketball, and then you guys always want to be like the best player you guys want to, because you guys were into basketball, right?
Yeah.
But I played basketball when I transferred to DIS, when I knew you guys, right? That's when I touched basketball. So it wasn't really my own thing, you know. I still love basketball to this day, you know, because of y'all. But there wasn't really, I had my own thing, you know. And JP told me about, like, you know, fitness and all that shit, you know, gymming and all that.
Lifting?
And lifting. He taught me the art of lifting, you know.
Yeah.
And that shit changed my world, you know. I have something at my, like, I have a sense of direct, like, I was focusing more on how the girl felt about me, but I was never focusing on how I felt, you know.
Yeah.
Like, if I am as coherent as her, you know what I'm saying?
So basically, you channeled all that energy into lifting.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Try to be a better person and
Be a better version of myself every single day.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
But how'd you like?
That's motivation. It's bullshit, but it's true though. Like it's true. Like, what? Let's say you got rejected, and then you're just gonna beat your meat off, and then the next couple times you got a couple dry spells, don't get laid, and you call prostitutes and shit. That's not how you deal with life. Pick yourself up, wipe that dirt off, and keep fucking moving, bro.
How long did it
That's how
take
I
you?
felt.
How long did it take you to kind of get through it? And I guess, did you like talk to anyone, or like what kind of like?
I'll talk to you guys. Fucking yeah, I was talking to y'all, bro.
It took you like what? Like, I feel like when JP started to talk to you, just started to work out. Like,
Yeah.
after a couple months, you were just like,
A couple months? Was a couple months?
I
don't
can't
know how
remember. It was a
long-
really long time ago.
I
I
don't
can't
know how
remember.
long you were sad for, because I was
Maybe
in
a
the
couple
States.
months,
Because
yeah.
I was in the States, and every time I come back, it's like within a month, like after a month.
Oh yeah, and we did the 20-shot challenge.
Yeah, we did a lot of.
Oh,
Yeah.
I remember
Well, I was-
that.
Yeah, I remember.
Dude,
It has to
I
do with
we
remember,
were
her,
fucking. Well, I was what? Was
yeah.
14 or 15?
He-
20 fucking tequila shots. So the fucking 14 and 15.
Yeah, it was.
What
I was there.
remember is
It was
like,
bad.
because of that heartbreak, he had to like finish a bottle of whiskey like at 7-Eleven. It was like a roughly
I
like
took 20
About
shots.
So
like-
he took the 20 shots first because we
First.
were at a
Yeah.
restaurant.
he did the 20 shots, and after he did the whiskey challenge.
Yeah.
And dude,
Sophomore year.
dude, Omar was running from the streets. Like, Omar was unstoppable, dude. Like,
Yeah, it
it was
was.
crazy.
Yeah.
Like, you were trying to run to the streets. Like, there was cars and shit. Like, you were upset. I remember like that day you were still upset.
Really? I thought
Super
he
upset.
was over it by then. Because I thought
I
you
don't
were
know.
talking
That
about.
was still upset. You know?
Because I remember you were probably talking to somebody else by then.
I don't know. Don't you guys feel like whenever you're drunk, like right after, not say a relationship, but right after you have a genuine like a feeling for a girl or for a woman, whatever, okay, for someone, and then afterward it didn't turn out how expected. But when you get drunk, it still draws back to that emotions and memories, you know.
For me, it's the opposite.
Oh, it doesn't.
Yeah, the alcohol sort of dulls the feeling, and yeah, actually.
So you drink the pain away.
No, I wouldn't do that. See, for me, because I know that, you know, because the substance may help me to help me dull those senses. So that's why I avoid taking any substance or, you know, drink when I'm going through stuff like going through heartbreaks, because I know that that's a slippery slope. Once you start dealing with your problems with, you know, substances, then that's how you get addicted to those stuff. So, you know, I try to avoid, you know, drinking or, you know, smoking or whatever, and I try to be around people. not necessarily talking to, you know, people about like what I'm feeling or what I'm going
but just
through.
having that energy around you.
I just want like people around me just like back to normal,
Positive
you know?
vibes.
Positive vibes, you know, just playing video games, you know,
Same.
going out, you know, watching a movie, you know, playing basketball, you know, those stuff, you know,
It's really way better than the being alone, because when you're alone, it do draw back memories.
Now you think a lot of stupid shit. Like
A lot of stupid shit, but when you're alone,
a lot of people.
so that's why, like you said, you keep yourself occupied.
A lot of people like to deal with their problems by themselves, though. I'm pretty sure there's some, because I think there's two types of people. Some people like to, you know, like us. Maybe,
how can you deal if your girlfriend cheats on you?
That's
cheats
hard.
on me?
But like,
well, I've never experienced.
Okay, if your girlfriend cheated on you, it's the
Dude,
same shit, bro.
I probably
You can't deal with it by yourself. You still need to overcome that. You know, in the end of the day.
Yeah, but I mean, some people like people like us, we probably like dealing with our problems. You know, just being surrounded by people.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm pretty sure there are people who deals with their problem by themselves.
Like meditate or like.
Yeah, but they just gotta be by themselves.
By
You know?
themselves.
or just like
'Cause you know,
put everything into work. Like I personally like, I mean, I put most of my time into work after a heartbreak. Like,
because you know some
I
people.
just focus everything on work.
I mean, when you like go through like one of those heartbreaks and your friends know,
Mm.
they'll definitely ask you about it, and that's like the one thing you don't want to deal with. Like you don't want to talk about it. So, I guess that's why some people want to deal with their problems by themselves before they come out and like meet their friends. Because imagine that, like everyone's asking, oh how are you with who so and so, like 10 different people ask you like the same night, like
it's a
night out,
heartbreaking, yeah.
and it's just like you have to answer like the same question like 10 different people. So it's like,
Mm-hmm.
so some people might want to deal with it by themselves.
I deal it mostly by myself. Like I had my own heartbreak. Like it was around like sophomore year or junior year. It's like one of those times, and then I think it was just one of the girlfriends that I had. And I mean, it was kind of shitty because like we did a long distance relationship as well. Like she was also in Cali, but like we're in different like cities. And like my school is very like, you know, confined, like in a prison. Like it's out of fuck nowhere and like Santa Ynez Valley. It's like, and it's in Santa Barbara. It's like it's fucking boring. And then whatever it was, like I was really into that girl because like, you know, like I basically did everything myself. Like, you know, like I hooked her in and then like did all the talking. Like I just feel like
What do you mean by you hooked her in? Hooked her
like,
into what?
You were chasing her.
Chasing, like
Oh,
I was
okay,
the one actually chasing,
okay.
and I got it. So I felt like it's like my prey. Like fuck, it's mine. You know, like that's like my like early on feeling, and then like, but after like the long distance shit, like we end up breaking up. Cause like time just doesn't work, and then I think it was like sophomore or junior year, like where we actually had like all the homework and all the works, like they're like on a heavy load, and it's just like things weren't working out, and I just remember like, dude, I was just like crying like a bitch in the shower, like like you know, like one of those like metaphoric, like say like how you listen to songs and shit, like literally, dude, I was just playing songs and just like standing by the shower, just let the rain. I just feel like let the rain wash away.
It's like it's like a music video.
Yeah, literally. I was just
Yeah,
like
a music video.
fuck life, fuck everything. Like, dude, I was in pain. So like, what I dealt with it, like, I only told one friend because like that friend knew the girlfriend I was dating. So like, they kind of knew each other, like family friends. So like, he knew like what happened. So like, that's the only person I told at first. But like, what I did was like, I really head into work. Like, that's how I got off with it. Like, I think it was junior year. I was just like, there was a lot of AP classes, and that was like just the perfect time for me just to like jam in, just put all my time at study, and then also just like doing sports, you know, just hanging out with friends. Like, I think like that was like my way.
Did you do all those stuff to get your mind off?
Yeah. Well, because if I don't think about it every like time at like night, I just get sad, you know.
Dude, do you?
Yeah.
It gets sad. I got sad for like a good 3
Dude.
to 4 months. Like,
Really?
I was sad. I was like, fuck. No pussy, like, what's my life purpose?
I
You know,
did.
like,
And
I've
it
had
was
some-
it was a long distance anyways. You
yeah,
weren't
but
getting
still,
it.
it's like fuck, like, cause at the summer I had like 3 months, and then it wasn't a long distance. Then it was in Taiwan,
Yeah.
so like everything was great. Like everything was really really great until like we went to the States for like a couple like month, and then that's when we broke up. And I feel like I don't know if she cheated or if she just like wasn't interested anymore. But like, I didn't really know the answer except like Like the reason we broke up is just simply over distance, and I'm just like fucking bullshit about it. So that's why I was like really sad for a while, because like I never really understand it. Like, what's the big reason that we broke up? So that's why like I was at like a pretty big deep hole. Like for me, I like one of my first like heartbreak, because like all the other like breakups, I'm usually like the bad guy. Like I usually either like just not having feelings towards that girl anymore, or I just move on and seek for other people, you know.
Yeah.
So that was like my actual first time having a heartbreak, and it's just like, dude, it's painful, man. Like I feel like for guys, or just for me, like at first I really don't give a fuck. Like the first like 2 weeks, like you're just sad, but you're like fuck it, you know. But then like after a while, you resettle and think about it. And that's when the time, like, it hits you, you know?
Alright, so during that heartbreak phase, when you're jacking off, do you still think of your exes?
I mean, like, dude.
Sometimes I do. Sometimes I do.
I mean, like, dude. I always watch Pornhub, so, like, there are different looking girls on there. So.
No, even if I watch Pornhub, like, when I'm watching, like, Riley Reid and shit.
Yeah.
But like, you know, Riley Reid is a porn star, you know. But if you imagine if you're an ex or like your girlfriend or something, it will make it more realistic. You know what I'm saying?
I guess I've never done that.
Did you guys try getting rebounds?
Rebounds? Yeah, of course.
Rebounds? Oh, definitely. Like, I got fucked up, and then I came back to Taiwan. That's when I, like, really all sent it. Like, that's when, like, at the club, I just saw any girl who stares at my eyes for 2 seconds, and I just sent for it.
I think bro too.
I was, like, in a heartbreak. I was like, dude, any girl,
I got nothing to lose.
Yeah, that's bro too.
I'm gonna shoot my shot, like, dude.
Do you think rebounds help?
Rebounds help, like
rebounds
for males.
A lot.
I don't know. We can't speak for girls, but for males, 100%. Rebounds help you work your way back up, your confidence. Confidence, but just you.
No, I think
with girls, everything, not just confidence. I think everything is a well-rounded show. Yeah, when you talk more with girls and everything, like not just having rebounds, getting back to your normal self. You know.
Yeah, but I feel like you can't tell that girl, like, you want to date her, like, really hardcore, but, like, she's just a rebound, you know? Like, that's fucked up, but usually, like, my type of rebound is just go to club, see girls, and just, like, hook up with them. Like, that's, like, my kind of, like, rebound. Just, like, getting myself back to, like, the battlefield, just like what Omar said, like, getting all, like, my charisma, like, all, like, my
your
charm,
confidence up.
and, like, my confidence, like,
my
all of my 4 C's, you know, like, getting everything set up. And then that's, like, how I honestly dealt with it, like, just get hard into work. I feel like it's a good thing. Like, when you're in a heartbreak, focus on something that actually benefits you, and then remember to still go out there and still try, because like you never know if that like breakup like really fucks you up, because sometimes they do. Like, the breakup fucks you up, like, dude, how should I talk to girls? Sometimes you even get to that mindset, like, fuck, how do you talk to girls? Like, I was in that state for a while. But like, honestly, coming back to Taiwan, it really helped, because, like, the bros are, like, I would say, like, my wingmans, like, we just go to the club, like, a bunch of girls are really happy, and then, like, it was easy. For me, like...
You're back to the home court.
Yeah, like, I was back to the home court. The transition was smooth.
I feel like Taiwan is, like, Taipei's the best place to...
recover all your...
To recover really quickly, because... There's just so much distractions here.
Taipei, man. Taipei.
There's a lot of sin around here. But
it's just like, there's just so much stuff going on here and so much distractions. So
yeah,
that's facts.
But like, Omar, like, when you see, like, when you're like breaking up, like, after like that heartbreaking period, like, when you're seeing girls, like, do you see them differently, or like?
Of course, I was just about to say, like, that's why, like, when we meet new girls with like rebounds, like, it will automatically in our firewall, I'd say, in our own firewall, we'll know, okay, this is what I went wrong in my past relationships, or blah blah. Now I know this move is wrong. Maybe I should try something else. And if you've done something else that's still valid, or like that still, you know, gets you what you want, then go for that route. You know, go for the route that it keeps you, it gets you more, it keeps you success, I'll say. Yeah.
Well, I feel like, you know, for most breakups, I feel like your first instinct is definitely, you know, it's not my fault. It's always her fault. It's definitely her fault. You know, I feel like because, you know, when people talk about their ex, it's like they never talk about like what they didn't do. You know,
not really.
They're always talking about like
only
what
if they were
what the other like what the what their partner did.
Mm-hmm.
It's always like that. But I feel like, so yeah, I feel like it's always your first instinct to blame it on somebody else. So I feel like, you know, since you can't look at the whole picture, even if you, I just feel like you just have to. Cause
No, I
like,
think David has his point because, like, you know, we're both bad guys before in a relationship. Like, I fucked up my first relationship and shit, but, you know, like I said, like, you have those reference experience to help you to build up to that ideal girl you want to marry, in the end. So that's why I said it's good for you to keep finding rebounds or meeting friends, you know, because it helps you build that reference experience, you know. It helps you chisel down the perfect sculpture you want, you know.
But like for me, breaking up, like after that period, like I could not think of love in that period, you know, like
fuck love.
Like all I could
no
think
love,
is,
just fuck.
Yeah, all I
just
could think
fuck.
is like just pleasure. Like all I care is pleasure
Just
for
is
a
this.
while. Yeah, like,
You just want to hear this.
like I could say like after that broke up, like the 5 girls or to the third girl that I've met, like I had no interest in wanting to date her. Absolutely not. It's just the fact that she was beautiful. Like that was the only factor keeping me up to talk to them. Like,
David,
I know it's all fucked up and shit, but like it was during my breakup, and I just didn't feel like, you know, wanting to waste so much heart in another person. I just want to. I don't know. I'm pretty selfish, but I just want to get like my part and make myself happy for that time being. You know, like during that heartbreak.
do you tell those girls that, you know, you just got off a relationship?
I don't like. I don't.
No, that's a
like,
turn off, bro. Why
that's
would you
such a
just
turn
start
off,
like, are
bro.
you dumb, bro?
That's a
No.
turn
No,
off.
I'm just asking. It's like, what if she asks you like, oh,
I mean, like
Like,
if she really asked, like, oh,
I
what
feel
was your?
None of us will say that, right?
say
Usually,
what?
I wouldn't.
None
like,
of us will
We'll
say
say
that.
like I just got over a breakup. Oh, sad.
To be honest,
Unless you're uninterested.
it
Unless
sort of
you're
happened
uninterested.
once before.
Yeah.
And that because I'd rather not go to like tell the whole story, because I'm pretty sure if you say that you just broke up, like they'll ask you like a lot of stuff. So I'd rather just say like just skip it all and just like, nah, I don't have like, you know, I just feel like I just want to like skip that whole questioning part and just like people feeling sorry for me. So I just I'm good. You know?
Yeah, it's tiring to like have people like feeling sorry for
So
you.
what's your heartbreaking story? I don't wanna
Yeah,
know.
like we both had like our shit. Like,
I mean, it's not like David's, and then, but the thing is, you have to wait like a couple like months to come back
to realize, you know, like fuck, I was out of a relationship.
No, I'm saying like
to call yourself
no, it
back.
took you a couple
to draw
months
yourself,
to come back to Taiwan to like sort of distract yourself.
Yeah.
The thing is, I'm already like in the middle of like I was already in the middle of like all the distractions in Taipei. So I mean, I try to surround myself with like people, and you know, every weekend is always something's going on. So you know, it's
All right, yo, quick question: do you guys always give the benefit of the doubt? Like when you're out somewhere, like, nah, my girl's not cheating. My girl's definitely not cheating. Or you give the benefit of the doubt. You know, I wouldn't say yours because he's in a way too long relationship. But like, let's say like a couple months, or probably a year.
Like first couple months of dating.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
if you
like the first couple of months of dating, I wouldn't even trust myself. So like, like I wouldn't even trust myself, to be honest. So like, I can't exactly blame on the girl. Like that would be double standard, you know. Like,
yeah, but I feel like for me, if I start dating, it means that I trust you. You know, that's like literally the first thing you look at a girl. Like when you want to date her, like you gotta trust her. You know.
Yeah.
yeah,
Because like.
Facts.
Because you know, if it's role reverse, like if I'm out like with my friends, I don't want her to like
Feel
call me.
like-
It's just like she thought that, you know, like she's thinking that I'm doing like trying to talk to other people, you know.
So
Like,
hey,
I'm not
shout
trying
out to
answer
the
those
ladies
calls,
though.
you know?
Good man don't want your titties, don't want your ass. Good man want your smile and want your fucking heart, like this gentleman right over here.
Trust.
Trust and trust,
Yes.
most importantly. Yeah, trust and loyalty. Yeah, trust.
but like, honestly, trust is really hard to build once you fucked it up. You know. Like,
But
Oh, yeah, no.
I feel like
Once
girls
you broke-
nowadays. I feel like girls nowadays is you have to show your trust first, so you have to do something to prove, and then she will do something, or vice versa. You know, either way, like someone has to do it first in order to make the other person do it. You know, whether for it's guy or girl.
Yeah. What do you think about like, you know, couples opening, you know, turning on the location to each other?
I don't fuck with the type of shit, but sure, like I wouldn't mind nothing to hide. You know.
I think it's disgusting, dude. But I'm not.
But yeah, like your
kinda
dad is
gross.
secure of yourself. Like even for a guy or for a girl, like your dad is secure of yourself, not for your partner, but for yourself. You're you're not that confident in yourself, then why would you even be in that relationship?
I mean, yeah, I feel like it's good to like know where, each other. You're like where you're like your
Or
girlfriend's at,
safety
or like
precautions, yeah.
for maybe for safety, or just for like if you want to like check like where she is right now. It's like easy, but but I agree. I feel like it's
It's hella creepy, bro. Like,
it feels like you guys don't trust each other.
Yeah, like let us live a life,
Yeah.
Why do you want to
Like-
feel so restricted in a
Because I know a lot of
relationship?
people do that.
Yeah,
But
I know.
I've never done it before, but
I feel like that's the last thing I want to do, in a relationship. I wouldn't want to let the other person feel restricted, or because that's why they want a relationship. They want a happy and free relationship. They've kind of been restricted. Some like growing up with Asian cultures, with their family, they're already restricted. Why would they want to be restricted in another relationship? You feel?
yeah, and also like I feel like also like looking over people's phones and shit. Like,
oh
dude,
yeah,
it's disgusting.
Oh, like have
Having
the
having
account and
other- yeah,
password.
having other people's like Facebook
I mean,
or Instagram.
I mean,
account
I've
password.
known people who got caught.
Yeah, dude, it's
the,
disgusting. Like, I mean,
But they
I
got
know-
caught. But I mean,
I know you got caught, but,
but
like,
still, like,
it's not the right move to have someone's fucking social
Arr.
media. Like, it's disgusting.
I mean, it's not me, but I'm just saying. We know people.
Yeah, we knew
Who got
people
caught.
who got caught, but like, it's not the best thing. Like, I'm such a no
I
fan.
feel like you can't defend it, because like you got, I mean, not you, but like
yeah,
people who got caught. So
yeah, it's wrong. It's wrong to do it, but
It's
like,
fucked up.
yeah, but
It's fucked
but
up.
at the first place, you shouldn't give out your social media account. Like, dude, you're not gonna marry her. You're giving your like basic every info to that person. I just think. It's
you know what's
not
the worst
safe.
thing?
It's not.
even
fucking safe
even
at
if
all.
somebody else, like another girl, texted you first,
Mhm.
your girlfriend still gets mad at you. They're not gonna
Yeah.
get mad. They're not gonna get mad at the girl. They're gonna get mad at you.
Yeah,
For something that somebody else.
or or a simple follow, like a girl following you and you follow back, like somehow it's a fucking sin, like
that before?
Or even liking their pictures,
I think like early on, like
The
when
follow
I-
and liking.
I think like early on I was dating VN, like honestly, like following other girls, like she was kind of pissed off.
Did you get mad at her for following another guy?
I don't give a fuck, like
Swear?
yeah,
Okay.
I never really like doubted like whatever she wants to do, because like I want to be free, like I want to be like free like a bird, so like I would never like.
I mean, yeah, you wouldn't even.
I wouldn't
You're
do-
too busy to care about that shit.
Yeah, so I'll use the exact feeling that I want to be treated as to treat her, like that's why, because like I don't want double standards, because if I do double standards, people is gonna think I'm an asshole,
Yeah.
Like I get to have all the fucking fun while she better sits home and fucking cook her rice, it's, like, it's not like
Yeah,
that,
yeah,
like
yeah.
that's really fucked up, like
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do that, and that's definitely not an okay move, but I feel like definitely like in a relationship, usually guys like you either are like the superior like overtaker, not like superior overtaker,
The
but
alpha?
you're the one like alpha
Wearing the pants.
wearing the pants, taking care of like the food, like the relationship, the plans to go anywhere, like dinner to go, or like just generally when you're dating, like what you basically tell the girl to do what, But you also have like the simp dudes, Like,
I don't think that's alpha. That's fucking dick
we
days.
have some beta dudes like in our friend group.
Well, we have a lot of simps in our fucking.
Oh, you
friend
wanna
group.
call
That
them
shit
out?
my fucking heads, bro. Shit
Yeah,
my
like we
fucking
have a fuck ton of simps. Like we feel bad to like just list them out, but like we do have simp dudes. Like they just listen to their girlfriend exactly what they tell them to do. Like she just.
We got this
listens.
dude who spent a fucking ticket to Hawaii.
Oh my lord!
Hotel
no,
fucking
don't.
hotel fucking fee. He got that shit.
Yeah.
Had a fun trip. In Hawaii. Got his little head in. Got his little back shots in. Shortly after, she cheated on him. Right? It's fucked up.
Dude, the thing is,
He never treated his bro like that,
yeah, that's the
And
thing.
he'd rather treat some kind of hoe.
No, but I get it. I mean, I understand buying ticket for for a girl to
Dude,
go on a trip.
but the girl
He already
said
knows
she wants.
he's not a good girlfriend.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if he knows by then.
He might think
He
she was a
knew.
good girl.
Dude, like that. He had a friend that it's in a group.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and he basically told him like, dude, your girl like basically get really hornied up after a beer,
Yeah.
and then like she goes crazy, like, and like
Okay, but
I kind of knew like
to be
that
fair-
girl looked really cheated. She looked very cheatful.
Okay, no,
She looked like a hoe.
Yeah.
She's a hoe.
Like, to be fair, it was role reversed afterwards. I mean, after they when they broke up, she was.
But
the
that
one
was
singing for
after.
him
See,
afterwards.
he didn't do anything wrong, but she did. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, yeah, but I'm just saying,
So she a hoe.
he learned from his
Was she a
lesson,
hoe?
and he, I guess, became a.
I mean, he became
better
a man.
for her.
Like he became a man. Like now, like that girl has a boyfriend, and I remember like our bro just basically smashed her when like the guy's coming back.
Yeah.
Like he was ballsy, dude.
So yeah, I mean, he.
He got ballsy.
And we got this another sim dude. He was so in love with this girl in high school, right? I think it was high school, and then he liked her so much. He didn't hang out. He was in the States, So every time when he come back from the States to Taiwan, he would always, always see her, always hang out with her and shit. But they never fucked. She never gave him head and shit. They never even made out. Okay, probably hold hands. That's the most. Probably held hands. That's the most. And then right after that girl was saying that right after that girl said that, oh, I'm kind of done with long distance, And at that time I was like freshman year and shit. Oh, long distance I can't do. And that guy was like, fine. Our bro was like, okay, understood. Couple weeks later, she dated another dude.
And it was a friend that we knew. Like that's the dirtiest part. Like, and then like right after that dude banged her. Like banged her, and I think like he banged her and pursued her before they broke up.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Like that's why like that bro, you know who we're talking about.
Yeah.
He felt really guilty.
Yeah.
Like he felt like he was like fucked over by that
Yeah.
friend because like he and that friend they were kind of tight.
Yeah.
Like, prior to all that shit, like. But
Yeah.
somehow like he just Mr. Steal Your Girl
Yeah.
and then like banged her and then like did a lot of extra
shit. And then the other dude, the boyfriend after that girl, he even like took videos of the sex tape and shit, like posted in that shit with that girl.
The guy got
It's
his karma,
crazy,
though.
huh?
Just saying, he got his karma.
Oh, he got his karma.
Because the girl cheated on him with with his other friends.
Yeah.
But I mean, I guess it was karma.
It goes round and round.
It was. No.
But like, dude, how do you guys see yourself? Like, are you like more of an alpha or like a beta?
I
Like
can't,
you.
It's hard to. I mean,
you really can't define an alpha or beta because in a relationship, because there's a lot of roles that you're good at, they're not good at, right? Nobody's perfect, and there's probably some roles that she's good at, you're not good at. So I feel like it's a point where you find balance. Probably you're good at doing the dishes and then cooking, and then she's probably good at something else, but you can still be alpha about it. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like it really does dive deep and down with communication. And like Dave and his girlfriend came a long way. It's always through communication because they've been through a lot of ups and downs, especially the hardest part, which is long distance. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, I feel like definitely.
Communication's like no bullshit, but it's key for sure.
I mean, I definitely try to keep it 50-50 because. I mean, do you want to be like telling her to do whatever, and she's got no like opinions of hers?
No, I mean like even
Is that what you mean, or?
No. Like I feel like I'm pretty alpha in this my relationship. Like she generally asks more advice from me, and I'm more of the person to give the advice.
Uh-huh.
I feel like in our relationship I'm pushing more. Not like in terms of the effort, but it's just like ideas and just like things to do. Like I feel pretty comfortable being the alpha like in a relationship because I feel like I can have my free will in terms of what I want to do with her and just our plans generally.
Being himself.
Just like pretty much like being myself. Like I don't really have to be really beta-ish. Like basically plan out my life based on her life,
Yeah.
I plan my life based on what I want. So like I feel like that's more of an alpha like move. But I'm not saying like it's the great move or like every guy should be like that, but I just feel like you should never like settle for less, You should never settle for because of this girl you want to turn into a beta. Like I
No,
would never
yeah,
want
that's.
that to
I
happen,
think I said it before. Maybe it's some other time, but I feel like you should never swoop down and lose all your dignity and your own self-respect for a girl.
Never settle for a 6 when you can get an 8.
No, it's not that. It's like
It's not that.
even if you can get an 8 or a 10. I mean, there's no girl who's worth more than your
dignity. Of course, that's for
dignity and
sure.
your
That's for
respect.
sure.
Like, imagine, like, yeah, you're not trying to be somebody's bitch.
Of course,
you know?
no, hell no,
like, that
hell
would be
no.
sad.
You gotta be yourself, and if it doesn't work, like just be yourself. And if it doesn't work out, then it doesn't work out. It's just not meant to be. But I feel like you should never try to just throw all your dignity and respect away just to squeeze into that relationship. Because it's not gonna work out eventually. Because basically she has all the power.
I feel-
It's just gonna be really miserable.
And
for
she'll
you.
more likely to cheat.
she's gonna cheat on you and you're gonna forgive her because you know you feel like
Oh, that's such a
because you feel like you're not on the same level with her. It's just
And then you're gonna take her to Hawaii.
trying to make it all up and she cheats again. Dude, I mean, like, dude, like, if the person's like really often to cheating, like, you should like really let go. Like, it's not gonna change that much, you know.
no. But the thing is, I feel like if you have to, you know,
What?
sim for a girl to get into a relationship, then cheating is bound to happen. You know.
Yeah, but like, you know, like we have friends who are a bunch of like, we have some friends that are pretty beta, like.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if
A
their
lot.
girlfriend cheated, you know. Like, there's a couple in my mind. I don't know if they cheated. We should beep this part. Like, here's
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
like, I don't know if, you know, I never knew if cheated.
Oh, she definitely has sucked somebody else's dick right behind his
You think
back.
so?
For sure.
Yeah, like I never.
I'll bet you a grand. I'll bet you a grand, Harrison. I'll
Don't
bet you a
worry.
grand. If she will fucking reply to this podcast truthfully, I'll bet you a fucking grand, bro. She definitely sucked some dude's dick while fucking Snapchatting his boyfriend, bro.
Yeah, like, I don't know about like that relationship
bet.
because I feel like because like you know like I met her a couple times because like
You know, just be really brief, or else you're gonna give it away.
oh yeah, but like I just feel like you know the personality. I don't know because like my friend was too beta. He was like way too beta, but like it was not your fault. Like don't. I hope he doesn't see this episode, but like yeah, he was really beta, and I feel like she had all control. Like all control of like where you go for this weekend, what we do for
She's
a lot
basically like his mom, bro.
of, yeah.
Yeah.
Like his mom, literally.
And that it made me feel like
I mean, I've seen
she can cheat and
seen
get away
glimpses of
with
it, you know, in parties and stuff. I've seen glimpses of it, but you know, I mean,
Don't you feel that way? Like a little bit. Like
I try not to judge because it's none of my business.
Yeah, it's still none of our business, but I thought about it. I was like, fuck, it could happen.
Yeah.
I'm glad everything's over now and like my boy's like moving on, and I hope he told all of us like he's not gonna be a beta anymore.
Let's see.
Yeah, like we'll see like if a beta can turn into an alpha, but it'll be a good interesting thing to see.
Well, not that dramatic, but if he can, you know, if he can appreciate himself more, you know, not being taken advantage, because he's actually a real nice guy, and
Yeah, he's a real nice guy.
I felt like he got depreciated.
See, I feel like that's what I think I said it before. You know, you should never like try to be somebody else you think that she likes, because it's not gonna work out. Because you can't be somebody else in that. Like if you guys get into a relationship, you can't be somebody else in that relationship because you think that's the person you think she likes.
Yeah,
It's just not gonna work out. And I feel like there's just some guys who
you're creating a false image.
just because probably this is her like this is his dream girl, and you know he wants to do whatever it takes to get her, and then he felt like he has to, whatever it takes means that he has to be somebody else to get her, and I guess that he would think that it's a win, but you know it's not, because it's just not gonna last. It's just gonna be it's just gonna be miserable for yourself, you know.
Yeah, it is. It really is. It's temporary. I feel like, because I feel like girls can smell it out right away. Like they can really like analyze it like deeply into a person.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you spend so much time with this person, like eventually you're gonna slip your act. You know, you're gonna like be yourself eventually, and
Yeah, because you feel like when you're in a relationship, you feel comfortable.
yeah, you just can't keep your guards up the whole time. You know?
Yeah,
That's
so
it.
like I mean, as the last general topic we should talk about is like what does like girls like basically want from that type of like a perfect guy, or what we got as guys want.
Well,
for
how
a
about
perfect
this?
How do you mean?
Let's say looking back from now. Okay.
Like all your experience,
Yeah.
like all your life
What's the
experience.
biggest fucking like
Lesson?
lesson or like a moral, you know, like a theme.
You learn from
Learn from every lesson, because it's always either a lesson or it's a blessing, bro. You know what I'm saying? So what's the biggest lesson?
I think one of the biggest lesson is like when you feel like it's getting cold or it's going to a no. Don't keep chasing. Like it's not gonna turn back, even if you put on a ring. Like maybe if you put on a ring, she'll be all for like 2 years, but she'll probably cheat again after, you know, or she will leave you in a while. So I honestly do believe like just you have to constantly still be yourself. Like show her who you are at like the first point, and don't settle for less, and then that's how, like, if the girl chooses you, you can, like, have a good time with her because you can be yourself and then you don't have to, you know, bullshit around. That's just, like, my general feeling in terms of, like, relationship because, like, all the shit I've kind of gone through, I just feel like don't change a no into a yes, you know?
Yeah.
How about you, Omar?
For me, I just wanna talk about like what Harrison just said. Like, never like not settle for less, but like don't always stuck on your past relationships or like the dream girl that you always want. Because probably the girl that you end up with is probably even better than your dream girl. You know what I'm saying? Like because throughout like all my relationships, everything, I build a different experience. So like how like it makes me understand or makes myself understand more that what I look for in a woman. You know what I'm saying? So then okay, there's definitely like bars or standards of what I look for in a woman. I believe every one of us do, right? Mm-hmm. But in order for us to keep on getting better and better, I feel like we gotta back it up by, let's say I want a girl who's truthful and loyal, you know, then you gotta back it up. You yourself gotta be truthful and loyal, because I always believe in the law of attraction, you know, great minds attracts each other, you know. So that's how I feel, you know, like always set your bar high, but always be yourself, you know, and always be the better of yourself, and then you get the best of the both worlds. Probably you kill two birds with one stone.
It's actually not a bad idea.
How would you do a breakup sex though?
Oh yeah.
I mean, it depends. I think it depends on the person.
I would.
Yeah,
I mean,
same.
like, dude, definitely get another nut in before, you know, move on to another girl.
Sure.
You know, like.
I feel that's how you stay attached.
No, that's how you say goodbye properly.
Yeah.
That's the last time you're gonna get this good dick, yo. After that nut, adios. Shoop.
Yeah, dude, you're
Back
not
to
getting
David.
this anymore, you know. All right, so like that wraps it up for today, and happy for you guys to, you know, watch us. We're at Dave's podcast, so subscribe us, and we'll have more fun content coming out in the following weeks. Thank you.
Peace.